St. Bernard Fine Arts presents Tom Sawyer. Tom Sawyer comes to Cullman. Josh Agnew is our guest. Josh is the Director of Fine Arts at St. Bernard.
Yes, sir.
And Thomas Boland is here, and Thomas is playing Tom Sawyer. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
How did this all come about, Josh?
Well, we decided this year, it's my first year over at St. Bernard, and I said, why don't we do our best to do a full-length production? We'll do a full Broadway show, see what the interest is. We put it out there for the school and talked about auditions, and we had a terrific outcome. Also, being my first year there at St. Bernard, I had asked the students, what are some things that you've done in the fine arts? And they all said about theater. So I said, let's build on this, and let's do something great. And so came down to Tom Sawyer, the Broadway musical.
Any particular reason for doing Tom Sawyer?
It was an idea, not just because I have Thomas playing Tom. I didn't know at the time when we picked the musical. But what we did, I looked at the venue that we have, which is basically it's a refurbished barn made into a theater. We call it the Abbey Buyer for the Arts up there at St. Bernard. And so I thought, wow, what kind of great musical could we do in this venue? And I just went down the list and I looked at it, and I was like, Tom Sawyer, that's kind of different. People don't do that every day. You have your standard musicals people like to do in high school, but that's not one of them. So I said, how neat. Let's try this. Polled a few people, said, yeah, let's do it. And off we went.
Tell us about the Buyer. I was there once for a wedding reception and had no idea that a facility like this existed at St. Bernard.
Right, and that's one of the reasons that we like to bring people out, not just to support our school and our students, but to create the community in Cullman and let us know, hey, we're that little place with 900 acres kind of off in the corner, and we have a school and an abbey and a grotto, and there's so many things that happen there. And so, yeah, they've been renting out that facility for certain events. Wedding receptions, a very popular thing there, but we also do productions, concerts, and other things. It is a refurbished barn, like I said. They have built a full stage that goes, and it's actually removable, but of course we're going to use it for our production. There are theatrical lights that we put in. We purchased a few more this year, making upgrades to the facility. State-of-the-art sound, all kinds of great stuff.
The acoustics are okay?
Acoustics are okay.
Okay. Seating capacity?
Seating capacity for each show is going to be about 130 comfortably. That's with our center aisle. And then all of the seats are removable, so when we do things like wedding receptions, we have round tables that we bring out and other things of that nature.
Okay, we'll get to the who, what, where, and when with the production a little bit, but Thomas, let me talk to you. Give me a little bit of background about yourself.
Well, my name's Thomas Boland. I've been homeschooled up until about freshman year, and then I co-opted a little bit to kind of ease myself into the regular school system. And then sophomore year, I joined St. Bernard. And as soon as I joined St. Bernard, I'd always done Missoula's Children's Theater, so I thought, hey, they've got a theater program. I think I'd love to do this. So I did that, and I think the first production we did was A Christmas Carol, and I was Bob Cratchit, and I was in love with it. It was great.
What plans do you have for the future?
Looking at going to UAH right now, but I know whatever I want to do, it's going to involve theater to some extent, even if only a hobby.
Okay. How's Mr. Agnew for an instructor?
Oh boy, here we go.
He's got to be one of the best directors I've ever had, honestly, because I've had a lot of directors, considering that Missoula's Children's Theater, they're trained to deal with children, obviously, but you have a new set of directors each year, but even so, Mr. Agnew is still one of the best I've ever had.
Tell me about the Tom Sawyer character. What do you like about that as a character?
I really like him because he's just so mischievous. He's not just this nice guy, but at the same time, he's not this bad guy. Because I can be, I get to mess with people, but I don't mean any harm by it. It's just a fun character to play.
Is this kind of typecast? Is this you?
Maybe a little bit, honestly.
Josh, tell us where and when. When's the production?
Production is going to be next Thursday is our first opening. That's the 25th of February, first opening evening performance. We have an ad in the Cullman Shopper, and we had to change the time. So the ad says 6:30. The actual performance is 7 p.m. on Thursday night. The rest of it is correct. We also have a Friday evening, 7 p.m. We have a Saturday at 2:30 matinee, the 27th, and a Saturday evening is our closing show at 7 p.m.
That's a lot of performances.
It is, and like I said, our venue only seats 130,
Right.
so we want to fill them up. And we've had a lot of interest in what we're doing. We've done other things this year. Like I said, the choir's done things, the band has done things, and we've had a great outpouring of support, from our community. And we just want to bring it out to the greater Cullman area and say, come on out to St. Bernard, see what we're doing out here, and enjoy a great show. And it's all going to be put on, for the most part, by our students.
And should people get tickets ahead of time?
They may get tickets ahead of time. We will have them on sale via any of the students who are in the production. Also, if they are to come to the admin building on the St. Bernard campus, they'll be able to purchase tickets there. They're $10 for adult and $5 for students and children. And all the proceeds go to help us, specifically in the fine arts department.
Very good. Thank you, Josh.
All right.
Thank you, Thomas. Break a leg.